Without lies, Islam dies. I don't know why this is the hill they choose to die on, but it just seems to be the one thing they have to defend. That's right, we're talking about the creepy defense of Muhammad's marriage to 6-year-old Aisha. I'm sure you've heard this talking point here.
Refutation of his character. Not only that, but John of Damascus, who's one of the earliest, fiercest critics of Islam, Christian. The Catholics and the Orthodox still worship and pray to him. He's a saint. Writes against Islam. Criticizes the Prophet Muhammad for 100 things, but he never ever once brings up his marriage. And that continues to be the case until the 17 and 1800s. That's the first time you have Christians and other critics bringing up the Prophet's marriage.
Or here.
And we see that there was no critique of this specific marriage of Muhammad والسلام, prior to the 19th century, which means that nobody prior to the 19th century made that critique, although he was criticized for other things, right? Or other critics have made other points regarding it, but nobody made it regarding the marriage between him and Aisha radiallahu anha.
They always seem to toss two names, although that guy slipped with a name. They like to share the same script and use names like St. John of Damascus, or reference the work Apology of Al-Kindi. They insist that their silence is a sort of approval of the marriage, that they didn't see as problematic enough to cite it as a problem. The issue is when we look at what is said in these works, it seems their primary focus was everything that you can find in the Quran. It would have been difficult to learn from the Hadiths as the main collections were not graded and put together yet when these works were being written. But the Quran was circulating, so that's the primary focus. But we do have a Christian in Spain, former Al-Faqih Juan Andres Chativa, writing in the 1500s, who did condemn this, and specifically stated he is pulling it from the Hadith literature. He mentioned how Muhammad married her at 6 and consummated that marriage at 8. And he did not hold back. He wrote, "What need had Muhammad to consummate a marriage with a little girl 8 years old, which is practically homicidal and against nature?" Now, that's a harsh criticism and comes far before what the Muslims typically say. But the question is, why was there so much silence? Is it because the Quran and Hadiths took much longer before they could even be printed legally? Could it be that the translations were also frowned upon for generations? Could it be that Muslims typically presented dawah with the best examples of Muhammad the non-Muslim could even stomach? And the answer is all the above played a contributing role. This is a lie no different than the perfect preservation dot for dot, letter for letter that was exposed. And we need to expose this lie as well. The truth will always come out. Thank you, and God bless you.